Hello, everybody. I'm going to do a video on auto-tune, but it's going to be a little different. I'm thinking that you can use auto-tune to help correct your voice, not, I'm sorry, to correct how you sing, not to correct how you sang. You understand? So I'm saying you can use auto-tune to teach you how to sing better, not just fix something that you already did. So if you're in the studio, fine, you're using auto-tune to fix what you did and you go about your business. But if you're home and you're practicing and your vocal coach is on vacation, you can use your auto-tune to sub for your vocal coach for a second. I'm going to show you how. First, let's get one thing out of the way. Pitch correction is not just about whether or not you can hear the pitch. It's also about whether your vocal cords and your muscles have the ability and the agility to get to the pitch that you hear. I can hear, I don't know if you play the note, bing, I can hit bing, bing, but can I go bing, 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 bing? See, it's a little shaky. It's not that I can't hear the pitch. It's that my vocal cords were like, what are you trying to do? What do you want me to do? So this is what auto-tune comes in. Auto-tune will correct the pitch and demonstrate what you should be doing, and then you can imitate and you can get better. Okay, so let's get one thing kind of straight so we can see how this is working. All right, so this is auto-tune, and if you look over here, this knob is what they call the retune speed, and this is what is used by producers when you come into a room. So let's say you come into the room and you are a pretty good singer. They're going to start this speed at 20, and they're going to go between 20 and 50. If you're a pretty good singer, if you're a very good singer and you don't really need any correction at all, it's probably going to be at 50. If you are a decent singer and you just need a little work and massaging, they're going to probably put it at 20. If you go below 20, it means that you aren't a professional quality level singer. Doesn't mean you can't sing, doesn't mean that you should give up. It just means that you're not in the zone of being pro ready. A pro ready singer going into the studio should be able to handle the vocals that need to be handled, and the auto-tune should be at about 20. Now if you go below and you want to have that Kanye West sound, The Weeknd, some of these other guys and girls, even Demi Lovato, even Cher used auto-tune. So it's not like you can't. Auto-tune is used as an effect also. But we're here to talk about how auto-tune can be used to help correct the vocal, how to teach you how to sing a vocal. All right, so let's get right to it. So let's first start off with an example I have here. This is Cher, and she's singing Believe. So let's just hear it. Let's set it. No matter how hard I try, you keep pushing me aside and I can't get through. There's no talking to you. Wait a minute. I know how hard you believe it. Okay. All right, so I didn't like that. I'm going to change the key real quick. Hold on. No matter how hard I try, you keep pushing me aside and I can't break through. There's no talking to you. I know how hard you believe it. Okay. Okay, so I would say that was a weak vocal. It wasn't really strong. It wasn't like ridiculously bad. It wasn't ridiculously out of pitch, but it could use some improvement. Watch what happens when I bring it all the way to 0. No matter how hard I try, you keep pushing me, and I can't break through. There's no talking to you. I hard you believe it. Okay, definitely messed up. There was some interference. Try it one more time.
No matter how hard I try, you keep pushing me aside and I can't break through. There's no talking to you. I know how hard you believe it.
Okay, so what I heard there, that was so clearly that was better than what I played the first time. The first time I was at 50, this is 0. And that 0 is way better than the 50, which means I'm not a pro level singer when it comes to this song. Let's move it to 20 real quick, and we're going to play it one more time, and we're going to then I want to show you something.
No matter how hard I try, you keep pushing me aside and I can't break through. There's no talking to you. I know how hard you believe it.
Okay, so at 20, it's passable. So you put a little reverb on, a little delay, a little compression, a little enhancers, and I might be able to get away with that, especially if there's music going on. I might be able to get away with that. But let me show you what I hear. Now I'm going to put it back to 0, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about.
No matter how hard I
Try, no matter how hard I try. What I heard is that they supported, the voice sounded supported through the phrase. I have a tendency to stop supporting after I sing. No matter how hard I try. This was, no matter how hard I try. You're keeping supported. So I'm hearing this. I'm like, okay, I need to fix that. Let's move on.
No matter how hard I try, you keep pushing me aside and I can't break through.
So I heard that there really wasn't a big difference, even though I did a register change, placement change, between can't break through was almost belted, but it was kind of in the same zone. So we try that. No matter how hard I try, you keep pushing me aside and I can't break through. There's no talking to you. All right, so maybe it was better. It's hard for me to tell. But I used that to help me dial in that. Now let's get to the last piece, that riff.
Don't go changing.
Sorry.
To try to please you.
The next one. All right, so now what I'm going to do is that last little riff at the end. It was very smooth. I actually had the words wrong. And let's see what happens.
No matter how hard I try, you keep pushing me aside and I can't break through. There's no talking to you. I know how hard you believe it.
Okay. It's so sad, it's so sad, it's so sad, it's so sad, it's so sad to believe it. It's so sad, it's so sad to believe it. So I'm kind of hearing, okay, you need, whatever you're doing in your vocal cords, or your voice box, or pharynx, and the tongue, let me try this with your tongue. It's so sad, it's so sad to believe it. What I do there, I don't shut my tongue. So I knew that there was something that I heard here that I wasn't getting. And so I had to make certain adjustments. So you have to know something about your voice, but that's what I'm saying. It kind of can be like a coach to kind of help you. I'm going to give one more example. This is a song that I know better, and I'm going to try to make it quick. So I know the song better, and I'm going to move this to 20.
Don't go changing to try to please me. You never let me down before. Don't imagine.
I keep messing messing it up. I think it's the key of D. Maybe it's the key of C.
Don't go changing to try to please me. You never let me down before. Don't imagine you any better. I love you just the way you are.
And that put me down to D, so I think that was also the wrong key. You definitely need to have the right key. Let me try chromatic. Sorry, I messed this up. Should have worked this out before I started the video.
Don't go changing to try to please me. You never let me down before. Don't imagine you any better. I love you just the way you are.
Okay, so that's at 20. There's really no pitch problems that I heard there. Let me move it down to 0 and see what happens.
Don't go changing to try to please me. You never let me down before. Don't imagine you any better.
So you hear it now, it sounds very automated, it sounds like auto-tune. It actually made the vocal sound worse. What does this tell you? This tells you can sing. It tells you that you can sing this song on a pro level at 20. Now, video's running low, but if I brought it up to 50, which is the top of the range, remember I said the producers will bring you to 20 to 50. So if I go to the top of the range, which is now 50.
Go changing to try to please me. Let me down before.
I don't know what's going on. Is it the wings?
Don't go changing to try to please me. You never let me down before. Don't imagine you any better. I love you just the way you are.
So, the only problem I heard with that was a 50. And to me, that actually sounded better. It sounded more natural. It sounded warm. The natural voice sounded better than the auto-tune voice even at the 20. So that means I've been working on that song for about 2 weeks. So my voice is a little bit more comfortable with this song. The Cher song, I've only worked on it for 2 days, so I don't really have it under my belt. So I really would not need auto-tune at all. But probably when I was learning the song, I probably would. You understand? So I'm saying if you have auto-tune on your computer already, this is a way that you could probably use it to help you learn how to sing your song, because it's going to try to smooth your voice out. And smoothing your voice out only means that it's smoothing out your transitions between your registrations. It's smoothing out the tension that you might have in your voice when you're trying to sing certain notes. It's going to take it away and make it sound like you don't have tension, even though you sang it with tension. So when you practice, you have to practice without tension. Anyway, that is just an idea, and I hope it helps somebody. All right, peace.